grade reading capability without reading Shakespeare. So as a parent, where do you stand on it? You're going to go through a process where they'll just, expose them to the material in order to just pass it on. Where do we sit here?
We got to start at Bob and then go down.
What grade your son? I'm sorry. It's funny because you were me. My son is his first. Exactly. We're connected. But it's good, we're in the same position. I understand what you're saying. Is that my son's in his first year at Wall Lake High School. Okay, he is not at the same, I guess you'd say, reading level as those children, those high school children. We've also found out that if we, and I believe in inclusion, but if we're pushing that or making that child be there, 3 things happen. 1, he doesn't learn. 2, they lose interest. 3, it causes a problem in the classroom. This is why I strongly believe that parents need to be involved in this process. You and I know our child, and we know the best for our child. And we should be involved in the decision making that we have so that when those opportunities come, you, myself, you are able to say, my child will learn better by coming out and having one-on-one instruction in reading or in math. And then, guess what? In art, in science, he and his drive, and we should put him in there. But parents need to be more involved in that process. Now, my answer to you.
I really think you need to talk to Ms. Daly again, because she is passionate about us not stopping 5 minutes before the miracle. She is passionate about envisioning what your child can be and working toward that instead of saying, oh, there are limitations. No sense teaching him that because he'll never understand it anyway. Our teachers are supposed to try to differentiate the instruction as much as possible for each child in the classroom so that the child can get as much of the actual curriculum, the content, as possible.
I've been there. I'm still there. My son has, I've lost track of how many years behind he is from his peers and being level. It's the constant social promotion of our kids that has to stop happening, and we need more often to evaluate where our kids are from preschool, from kindergarten, before that gap widens so far that it is completely impossible to catch up.
I think this gets back to how we define success. So much of the core curriculum, race and topics, etc., are all around teaching English and math and having standardized tests to do it. And I think so much of the curriculum is now backfilling to aim towards whatever those goalposts are. I think there are times that we need to look at things and just be honest and say, what is going to make a child successful as an adult? I can think of 2 that I graduated with. One that went on and would be considered a success in the Howard County Public School System. And he's now an MD, he has $350,000 in debt, and he was staff position somewhere. I have another one who wasn't necessarily as academically inclined, struggled with some things. He ended up buying 6 tow truck companies and makes $6 million a year. There's different forms of success. I think we can look at how to define success for our students.
I'm not sensitive to exposing students to material just to get them passed or just to get through a pacing guide or scope and sequence of curriculum. What I am in favor of is that the instruction is differentiated to meet the individual needs of that learner. If you look at the state curriculum, hopefully the teacher is looking at the 8th grade curriculum, looking at the skills that are required for that grade level, and then back mapping or backtracking so that they are modified with supports and accommodations so that they are on your child's level.
Well, I think this comes back to what Leslie was talking about, is for inclusion being a one-size-fits-all issue, that if with proper support, then any child within that class who is getting exposure to Shakespeare should be fine. But we all know that that isn't necessarily what happens. And I believe that ultimately, if you're a parent and you don't think that this is a good fit for your kid, they really should be accommodating and making sure that your input is being accepted and valued.
I was your son. I came here from the worst school in the city of Pittsburgh, and I was in the 10th grade, reading at 4th grade level. Lillian Martin helped me get my reading up to level because I was being passed along, and all the way through elementary school and middle school, I couldn't read. It was very uncomfortable sitting in class with my peers knowing that I couldn't do what they could do. I understand it, and that's why I think parent involvement is so critical. My parents didn't know. They depended on the school to educate their children. When I came here, my aunt and uncle engaged with the school system. Lillian Martin and other teachers helped me get on track so I could go to college and come back and live in Howard County.
I'll just add that, what is it that you want for the child? You want them to maintain a high, rigorous academic standard, attempting that, maybe perhaps knocking their head against the wall. You want a different option. If you want a different option, then make sure that administration is involved, aware of that. By the way, have we spoken? Because I've had someone call me on a very similar issue